everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Holly and over here is a sewing channel, and today's video is going to be May's sewing news. Now if you missed April's sewing news, I'll leave that link below, but every month I will bring you what's new, what's happening, what I'm loving in the world of sewing that you might also like as well. I've just finished filming a video and I'm talking about this outfit here, so I decided to use the same setup and stand. Normally I sit down videos, but we'll see how it goes standing for this one. So in the sewing news, I always like to include a bit of media, like what's going on in YouTube, any videos, pattern cutting, new sewing releases, anything that's happening basically. Right, so my first bit of sewing news that I think you're going to love because I really enjoyed watching it is a YouTube pattern cutting tutorial done by Project Patterns. She is a professional pattern cutter, works in the industry and is really great. She has a YouTube channel and also has a podcast, and I'm a big fan. I follow everything she does. Yes, and this tutorial was basically how to draft your own basic simple summer dress to your size. It was a really good tutorial. If you want to get into starting to learn how to make your own patterns, it's a really good video to kind of start to learn the basics. It's filmed really good and she explains everything really great. She does a few free tutorials as YouTube videos, but then she also has her own classes and things like that that you can pay and learn from her. So yeah, I'll leave that linked below so you can check that out. Okay, so the next bit of news is a new discovery from me and I wanted to share it with you. It is a new pattern company. I haven't made any of the patterns, but I just discovered them and they looked really good and I thought you guys would be interested in learning about them as well. They are a Finland-based company, I think, but their sewing patterns are PDFs, so anyone can download them and buy them. And they're run by two sisters, and it's got such, oh, so they're called Named Clothing. That's the name of the company. And I think I discovered it from the Fold line actually. I think I saw them talking about a new release pattern, so I wanted to check them out because I like the look of that pattern and saw all the other patterns they have. They have quite a few and they're really modern and chic patterns that just sort of instantly caught my attention. I thought, oh, I'd wear that, I'd wear that, I'd wear that, so I'd love to make it. So yeah, and they have really good ethics. They are big with sustainability and they donate 1% of their earnings yearly to charities for sustainability and environment causes, and they just look a really good company. So if anyone has used any of the patterns, let me know and we can chat in the comments and anyone can share their favourite patterns. But they just look a really cool young, not young, but you know, like forward fashion sewing patterns, and I thought I'd share my find with you guys. My next bit of sewing news is that Sew Over It London are celebrating 10 years of selling sewing patterns and fabric. They have a London-based shop and they are based online, and they have, I think they said, over 100 sewing patterns that are theirs and they've designed, and they are available on the website, PDF and some paper, I think, and they also sell some lovely fabrics. So they're going to be doing lots of celebrations over on their Instagram page throughout May. So yeah, I think Lisa Comfort, who is the founder of Sew Over It, is going to be talking through each day one of their favourite sewing patterns. So yeah, if you want any more sewing inspiration, fabric inspiration, so definitely keep an eye over on their Instagram page. Okay, so the next big bit of sewing news is that it's an English-based news, I'm afraid, is that the Great British Sewing Bee has come back, and I think we're on week 5, I think. I can't remember, we've had 4 or 5 episodes, and I think it's really great. I'm really enjoying it this year. The contestants are really good, lots of personality, and I've also really enjoyed their challenges. Like, you know, I feel like they're going into a little bit more of modern sewing like really pushing it to a younger audience, making more sort of trend pieces and showing how sewing doesn't have to be more old-fashioned. It can be new, it can be exciting and fresh, and you can make trend pieces as well as staples in your wardrobe. One of the last challenges was, I thought more, it reminded me of sort of like a task that I would have at uni. They were given an inspiration and then they could run with it and just make a garment, a women's garment or outfit that was taken from the inspiration. And I think that was so much more interesting because you got to see the personality, you got to see how their interpretation it was. It wasn't as simple as just make a nice dress. So I think it's really exciting this year. And my favourite, I must admit, I am a big Adam fan. I just love him. He's so good, and I really hope he gets close to the end. I want to keep seeing him on there. And the girls are really good as well. Like the young girls, they've just got so much potential, I think. So yeah, that's what I'm loving of the Sewing Bee. So the next bit of sewing news that everyone worldwide can get involved in, it is Me Made May 21. It's under the hashtag on Instagram, hashtag Me Made May or hashtag Me Made 21. And yeah, it's a kind of a movement that was made by a sewing blogger. I think what was she called? Soz Blog. Yes, so check her out. And it's basically everyone, it's an opportunity for any sewer on Instagram to show all their makes that they have made and how they're wearing them and everything. So everyone just attach that hashtag to your photos, and yeah, everyone can share and see what they're making. And yeah, I think it's a great movement, so anyone can get involved in that. If you're on Instagram, follow that hashtag, tag people, have a look at everyone's making, because it's a really fun thing. And I think it's really interesting to see types of clothes everyone's making, how they're wearing them. Are they mixing it up, or are they upcycling something? I've seen that quite a few times where people are like, this was a made make from a couple of years ago, but I'm not wearing it like this anymore, I'm upcycling it. So it's just a really great opportunity to put everyone on Instagram's makes together to share. So yeah, so definitely check out that hashtag if you want to get involved. My next bit of news is from the Fold Line. Now the Fold Line is a YouTube channel, a pattern website, like they have a big sewing community, and they've released their date for the Sewing Weekender. And now because of COVID again, they're doing it virtually. So I thought I'd share it with everyone because my followers are all around the world and everyone can get involved in this. Basically, you can buy a ticket for this set weekend, and they have sewing classes, a community together, like Zoom meetings where you can chat with other sewers. They have talks from people in industry. They have tutorials, and it sounds a really good event. Some of the talks, I thought that's really interesting. So I think you buy the ticket for the whole weekend. But anyway, I will leave linked below the video where the Fold Line kind of talks through and have links to the schedule. But I think it looks really good. They said in the past they've done it for about, I think she said 4 or 5 years, and normally it's in person for 100 people, but this time they've gone online, obviously because of COVID restrictions. But I think it's great because everyone can have access to it. They wanted to really build a community of sewers. So they're going to have open Zoom meetings where you can sew your project while speaking to other sewers in the country or around the world. And it just sounds a really good event. So I'll leave links to the Fold Line and their video when she explains it a little bit better than I'm explaining it. Well, that was May's sewing news. I hope you enjoyed this next episode. This will be a monthly series throughout the year where I just talk about what's happening in sewing like this. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It helps me so much with my channel. And yeah, this is the next video, and if it's gone up, if it's already gone up, I'll leave a link to it, but if not, it'll be a few more videos coming soon. It's me talking through this silk make that I have back here and a few other makes that I've got that I want to share with you. But anyway, thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you again soon.